Hey everyone, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in to Rainbow Tarot UK. And in today's reading we're going to be doing what is about to unfold in your love life. What is the next chapter for you, wherever you are in your love life, whether you're single, whether you're in a relationship, whether you're in separation, whether there's no contact. You know, what is the next phase, what's about to unfold. So as usual, we've got our three piles. We've got pile number 1, which is card number 18, the child card, with the little green heart here. That's pile number 1. Pile number 2, which is card number 10, with the journey. It says journey at the bottom. And the little diamante heart for you there. Just show that there like that, maybe. Would be better. And then pile number 3 is the card that is number 17, and it says gift, with the little silver heart here, little plain silver heart, sweet little heart there. So as usual, use your intuition, go for the pile that's calling for you. That's got the messages for you. Remember, it's a general reading, take what resonates, and it's timeless, so it's good for whenever you're finding it. But other than that, I'll see you in your reading. Bye for now. Hey, pile number 1, and welcome back to your reading. So today's reading is, you know, what is about to unfold in your love life, what is the next chapter. And as I said in the intro, it's kind of aimed at, you know, wherever you are in your love life. Obviously there's going to be a lot of different situations. People are going to be single, people are going to be in the relationships, people are going to be in separation, people are going to be in no contact situations. So it's really about what is the next chapter within your love life. So you chose to come into the reading on this card that says child, and it is card number 18, which cancels down to 9. I also pre-shuffled a couple of oracle cards, so let's just see what we've got. You also chose to come in, on this little green, this beautiful little green heart here. Let's put that there. Let's see what we've got. So we've got, okay, so we've got this card that says warning, card number 52. Okay, and then we've also got my Aura-Soma colour therapy inspiration deck that corresponds to the tarot, and this is the 3 of Swords, which is pale turquoise over pale turquoise. Okay. Right, I'm just reading that, okay, and it's bottle number 62, which cancels down to 8. Okay, so there's a little bit of a mix of energies just from this in terms of what's about to unfold, because obviously with the child card, I mean, that's a very, and that is your main card, and it's a, you know, it's a card of, you know, because children represent innocence, freshness, new eyes, new beginnings, new birth, if you like. So it makes me feel that maybe the next chapter, or the thing that's about to unfold for you, is some kind of new start or new beginning. 18 is, you know, it means 9, doesn't it? It cancels down to 9. And 9 is about endings of cycles, completions, and new beginnings. So I do feel that whatever's going to happen for you in your love life, or what's unfolding for you, is some sort of new beginning. Yeah, it can also mean that within your love life, you know, there might actually be a child coming, but let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. You know, if you're in a settled relationship, or if you're not in a relationship, but there might be a child coming with a warning card here as well. That's just for some of you. That's very specific, I know, but that might be coming somewhere down the track for some of you. Yeah, so that's that one. But the other 2 cards, obviously, we've got this warning card here. So maybe, you know, this card represents, you know, just being aware of red flags, or, you know, being aware of any signs around you that you might need to be a little bit wary of within your love life. That's kind of what this card represents. And we've also got the 3 of Swords, and the 3 of Swords is about, you know, traditionally in the tarot, about kind of separation, about loss, about heartache. So it kind of, the reason why I'm saying it's mixed energy is because it's got like some, you know, simply put, it seems to be endings and new beginnings somehow. But anyway, let's see what we've got in the rest of your cards before we, you know, put too much emphasis on these ones. But your main card, which is this Child card, is very positive because it's about a fresh start, new beginnings, and you know, with kind of like, with all the kind of childlike enthusiasm and optimism of children, really. So let's see what else we've got. Let's see what this one says. And I'm actually going to bring that down there so that we've got a whole line about Oracle, and that gives me a bit more space. Okay, so what is unfolding? What is about to unfold for pile number 1 in their love life? As well, I just wanted to say, as I'm doing this, you know, thanks ever so much for subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting. Massive thanks to that. I really, really, really appreciate it. And if you feel like you do want to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Oh, now I didn't want all these cards, but I have seen the top one, and that says faithfulness. So I'm going to take that. I'll take that there. Yeah, so if you feel like you want to subscribe, hit the notification bell, then please do, because that would make a massive difference. But anyway, we've got faithfulness. Fidelity builds strong relationships. So maybe there's something around a new beginning or a fresh start where fidelity and trust is absolutely essential. It's kind of pivotal, you know, as it is in all relationships, really, isn't it? Most people want that in their relationships, and I'm feeling that that is what you are moving towards. And maybe there's something about moving away from anything that isn't giving you that. So maybe for some of you, there are certain situations or certain people that are coming in for you, possibly, and you know, there might be a few red flags with that. So it might be just about filtering through and thinking, you know, if I want fidelity, if I want faithfulness, if I want trust, if I want a really good new beginning, then I might need to filter through, you know, some people that maybe aren't as genuine as others. There may be something like that going on. But anyway, let's have a look and see. So what is coming through? You know, what is about to unfold in pile number 1's love life? What's the next chapter for them? 3 of Wands. Okay. It's about to unfold for pile number 1 in their love life. Please can you tell me? I feel like that one wants to come out. The Sun. Okay. It's about to unfold for pile number 1 in their love life. Seven of Cups. And then I feel like it's this one as well. The Empress. Oh gosh, yeah. So okay, let me look at the bottom of the deck. And the 9 of Swords. Right, so I do feel that with the warning, with the 3 of Swords, that some of you, just some of you, might be going through a little bit of a separation or some issues in their relationship, some issues that might be causing them a lot of worry, stress, anxiety. Maybe you've gone through a breakup, maybe you're going through a breakdown, maybe it was something to do with trust and fidelity, and that might be why we have the warning card. So maybe there's something around someone not being trustworthy, possibly, or you're feeling that there's somebody around you that isn't very trustworthy, or maybe, you know, there is somebody that where you can, there are red flags, and it's about you needing to be aware of the red flags. With the Empress card here, with the Child card here, with the Sun card here, I can't help feeling that for some of you, you know, you might be in situations where a child is coming, or a child, you know, you are aware of pregnancy, or there's something around that, because the Empress is very much around you know, fertility, abundance. She's the archetypal mother figure. You know, so that could be a real thing for some of you, that there is, you know, a family, a situation whereby a family situation is coming up for you in your love situation. And what I would say is that there's certainly a lot of happiness here for you. So although we've got this stress, and we've got this 3 of Swords, which does make me feel that for some of you, you've gone through a breakup, a heartache, a separation, some loss, and that is still causing you some worry, anxiety and stress. But I would say that there's also a lot of happiness coming up for you in your love life. I do feel that, a lot of sunshine. There might be, like I was saying, options and choices for you, because with the 7 of Cups, this is about kind of options and choices, and you know, I think this idea of needing to filter through, you know, who's for real and who's not for real. So who's genuine, who can you trust and who can't you trust. So there might be a little bit of that going on for you. But I feel with the rest of the cards, you might be, for some of you, in this separation phase where you're kind of waiting, and you're waiting to see whether something's going to be coming back to you, whether there's going to be reconciliation. And it could be around this, you know, like I said, this whole idea of maybe something happened around fidelity, around faithfulness. But with the warning card here, it's just about letting you be aware that it's important now for you to to pay attention to whatever red flags there might have been, for you to, you know, so if somebody's been a bit dithery or not really committed or whatever, it's for you to now be aware of that. But to expect, you know, what I see here is a lot of good things, a lot of happiness, a lot of abundance, a lot of sunshine, certainly with the Empress card here, but something around, you know, some of you, definitely around some sort of, you know, maybe some child in some way, or, you know, something around that, because we have a lot of references here to children. But I can see there's some worry and some stress at the moment for you, some anxiety. So let's see what else is coming up for pile number 1 within their, you know, what's unfolding for them within their love life. So what I would say in terms of astrological signs, we've got the Sun, which is Leo energy. We've got the 3 of Wands, which is Aries energy. 7 of Cups, that is Scorpio energy. The Empress always reminds me of Taurian energy, to be honest. Yeah, so let's have a look and see what else we've got here. So what is currently unfolding for pile number 1 within their love life? What is currently unfolding, or what is about to unfold for pile number 1 in their love life? So we have 3 of Cups, the Chariot, about to unfold in pile number 1, Queen of Swords, and we have 3 of Wands again. So there's a lot of waiting. I feel like for some of you, you know, you're waiting on, possibly on the thought of reconciliation or getting back with someone. Maybe there's been some split, some issue here. And the overriding energy is the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like that some of you have gone through heartache, separation and loss, and that has caused you a lot of worry and stress, and the candle has gone out there. And what I'm saying, what I feel in this repeated merely is that it's a bit like what I was saying before, there's a mixed energy. So I do feel, if I'm honest, that it's about a letting go of something for you within your general love life, a letting go of a situation. There might have been for some of you a bit of a freeway situation here, because we've got the 3 of Wands and we've got the 3 of Cups. And the 3 of Wands twice is a lot of waiting around, unnecessary waiting. So maybe somebody is making you kind of wait, making you wait on them, or you're feeling like you have to wait for somebody. But what the overriding energy is the Ace of Pentacles, which to me says that there should be a new beginning for yourself, a new beginning for you, irrespective of whatever relationship you might, because I do feel for a lot of you in this pile, it is about waiting on someone, wondering about whether there's going to be reconciliation, wondering about whether they're going to come back to you. My sense is that the beginning, because you are, I feel like there's a closing off now, I think, to your heart, really, for this situation. And what is about to happen is that you are going to close off your heart to whatever situation you are waiting on, or you are wondering about, or you are thinking, should I get back together with them? Because I feel like in some respects you would love to rush back into it with the Chariot here, with the Chariot card, because that talks about or maybe somebody else is coming forwards and saying, I want to come back to you, or I want to be with you, or I want to move towards you. Maybe that's what's happening, maybe out of a situation where they weren't there wasn't faithfulness, or there wasn't trust, or something happened, and maybe they broke your heart and they caused you stress and they caused you anxiety, and maybe they're saying they want a fresh new beginning, but you are being given the warning card here. And also just to sort of, and also maybe we've got the Three of Wands to tell you to really think about that, really think about whether that's what you want to do, or whether it would be better for you to have a fresh new beginning on your own. Now underneath the Ace of, because underneath the Ace of Pentacles we've got the Two of Swords again, which is, I think, you may be being offered this brand new start with somebody. So maybe somebody's come along, they've offered you a brand new start, or you're thinking that they're going to offer you a new start, reconciliation, what have you, but there's still this lack of trust. There's still this issue of them bringing stress into the situation, maybe not being faithful, maybe not being trustworthy, maybe being dithery. And I think really what I feel is unfolding for you is you moving away from that kind of wishy-washy sort of energy of somebody not really properly committing, not really recognising, you know, your worth, because you are worth a lot more. So my sense is, maybe in this situation that some of you might be thinking about, you know, you gave a lot to this situation, you nurtured it, you gave a lot to it, you know, gave it your all, but maybe you just weren't really valued, or you were made to be left waiting on them, you know, waiting on whether they were going to commit to you, whether they were going to, you know, give the relationship a chance. And I just feel that for this particular pile, my sense is that there is a new beginning for you within your love life, but it doesn't involve a situation or a relationship that was wishy-washy, non-committal, broke your heart, made you feel stressed, gave you anxiety. That is not, you know, because I feel like if you go back into that, if you begin again in that kind of energy, it will put you back to where you were, which is the Two of Swords, like, you know, again, this sort of, you know, being, you know, because both these figures here, I don't know if you can see them, are blindfold. She's blindfold, and this one is covering her eyes. It's like they can't, if they go back into that energy, that non-committal energy, that energy that doesn't really value them, that energy of, you know, making them wait around, not really committing, that is going to make them feel tangled up, tied up again, stressed out. So it's about, I think, you saying, no, I want a truthful, honest, committed situation. I don't want this wishy-washy situation of non-commitment, of thinking you've got choices, of thinking you're, you know, that you can pick and choose and do what you like. Really, I'm not really having that. What I want is to move quickly and speedily towards sunshine, towards happiness, towards positivity. And right now, pile number one, I am feeling that that is very much away from any situation in your past where there are warnings. You know, there is a warning for you to, you know, take notice now of whatever the red flags are. And I've got something, you know, for me, it's something around fidelity and faithfulness and trust, because we've got the Three of Cups here, which can talk about celebration, but it can also talk about, you know, three-way situations right under the Three of Wands again. So, you know, that three-way situation doesn't have to be a person, but it can be anything that gets in the way, where somebody allows something else to get in the way of you and them moving forward. And I think now you're saying, no, I'm not having that. I'm protecting my heart, and I'm saying no to anything that doesn't honour me, that doesn't respect me, that doesn't know my worth, that doesn't know my value, because I am very, very intelligent, and I'm more than capable of, you know, separating the wheat from the chaff. And I know, you know, I'm not going to let anyone again pull the wool over my eyes and, you know, take me for granted. So I think that's what's going on here. So the mixed energy is that you are moving into a brand new phase for yourself, where there's a lot more self-love, self-respect, a lot more optimism with the Child card here and the Sun card, a lot more happiness, a lot more potential for growth, and away from anything that doesn't value that. that, you know, that doesn't value who you are, because this, you know, this Three of Wands looks a very free Three of Wands. You know, this woman is standing there with a surfboard. She's looking out onto the ocean, and she's kind of free. She has a very kind of free look to her. So I believe that, you know, you are moving into a situation where you can be, you know, this creative, wonderful, abundant, free individual, and where you can accept, you know, good things, only good things into your life. But let's see what message cards we've got here for pile number 1. What message cards do we have for pile number 1? What is about to unfold in their love life? Keep an open mind. Your soulmate might differ from the usual type and expectation. So yeah, I would say that, as, you know, to keep an open mind for the future, that you might have been caught up in something here. I feel like you have been caught up in something here that hasn't treated you right. Maybe you thought you would, you know, you were meant to be with this person, that they was meant to be with you. Maybe there has been a long-standing relationship here with the Child card. Maybe you shared children with this person. Maybe, you know, you're married to this person, or you are in a long-term relationship. But this card is saying, you know, keep an open mind, because there are other people out there that might be a lot better for you. Okay, what else? And also, you know, your soulmate. You know, we can have lots of soulmates. And it's interesting. Soulmate, the soulmate card. Yes, this is your soulmate. So maybe there's something about this, because even if someone is your soulmate, what I would say is that doesn't mean, because we've all got free will, that doesn't mean that you have to be with them. That doesn't mean that, you know, because if somebody's not treating you right, or they're not treating you in a way which is respectful, which shows you respect, which shows you love, which shows you commitment, you know, if you want all those things, then you don't have to be with them. I mean, that's really important, I think, to say that. You know, we talk about soulmates, we talk about twin flames. Yeah, those in relationships are really important. We can grow and we can learn and we can develop, and there is a fate and a destiny to them. But we have free will, and if somebody, you know, because even soulmates and twin flames can treat us badly. And the thing is, no one should be in a relationship or a situation where they are being, you know, treated poorly or treated badly, you know, routinely. That's not right. Everyone has ups and downs in relationships. We all do things that, you know, maybe we look back and think we could have done differently. But, you know, a good, healthy relationship talks those things through, moves through them, and is, so, you know, people are sorry, and they try to improve, they try to be better. But if somebody's continually making the same old mistakes, or doing the same things, or treating you badly continuously, you know, soulmate or twin flame not, you don't have to put up with that. That's all I'm saying. Okay, what else do we have for part number 1? What is about to unfold for them? And it's interesting, look, you deserve love. You are lovable. So I would say, you know, that certainly it's about you. Maybe as the next chapter for you, or what's unfolding in your love life, is that you are, you know, you are really coming into your own power. You're really coming into your own self-love, your own self-respect. And maybe there is a new beginning for you. So maybe you've been in a situation which has been wrong for you. Maybe you're sort of deliberating, thinking, well, should I go back into it, you know? But there are red flags there, it's stressing me out. But maybe somebody else is around. You already know that somebody else is around that is the right kind of person for you, because you deserve love now, you deserve better. And maybe this person is different from what you were in before, but it's saying keep an open mind here. So that might be why we have the mixed messages as well, because there's a chance of something new, but you're maybe still caught up a little bit in what's gone before, and wondering about whether you should begin again. Maybe that person's trying to come back in and you're wondering about whether you should begin again. And clearly what this reading is saying is it's time for a new start. It's time for a new beginning where you are valued, a fresh new beginning for you. But anyway, pile number 1, that's been your reading. I hope you've liked it. If you have, please do hit the subscribe button, the notification bell. Other than that, I'll see you in your next reading. Bye for now. Hey, pile number 2, and welcome back to your reading. So today we are doing, what is about to unfold in your love life. What's the next chapter for you? Again, just a reminder that it's a general, timeless reading, so take what resonates, and it should be good for whenever you're finding it. Also, just remember, this is quite a broad topic, so it can cover lots of different situations. Whether you're single, whether you're in separation, whether there's no contact, whether you're together, whether you're married, whether you're divorced, it covers anything. So we're just looking at what's about to unfold in your love life generally, what's going to be the next chapter. Now, you chose to come into this lovely card, which is card number 10, and it's called Journey, or it has Journey at the bottom, not it's called, but that's the word at the bottom, Journey. All right, also, we have got this little Diamante heart that you chose to come into the reading on as well. And I pre-shuffled some other oracle cards. So we've got, oh wow, we've got luck. That's a good omen, isn't it? So these are quite good cards actually. And actually, funnily enough, this is card number 28, which also cancels down to 10. So 10 might be significant for some of you as a number, but 10s as a rule tend to talk about endings and new beginnings, completions of something, to start someone. And the journey card here, this is about someone either beginning a journey or ending a journey. But of course, in any journey, when you go on a physical journey, you start it and you end it, don't you? So endings and beginnings go together again in this card. So yeah, so something about there could also be some travel in some way connected to the next chapter of your love life. It might involve some kind of travel or some kind of overseas, some kind of overseas connection in some way. But anyway, let's see. Obviously, it's got luck on its side because we've got the card of good luck. There's fish raining down on this crow. So they don't have to do anything. They've just got lots and lots and lots of fish there coming. So there's lots of good luck coming in for you in your love life. This is my Orosoma Inspiration deck that relates to the tarot. Oh gosh, so this is actually the Empress. Well, the Empress again, like the crow, is all about abundance. So maybe, like with this crow card, I just feel like maybe you'll have lots of choices in your love life, lots of options and choices, lots of abundance coming into you. Yeah, something like that going on for you in your love life. But anyway, let's have a look and see what's about to happen for, might do it like that actually, what's about to happen for, what's about to unfold for you in your love life. Just want to say a big thanks to everyone who has subscribed, liked, shared, commented on my reading so far. Massive thanks to you. If you feel like you want to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell, then please do. It makes a massive difference. But I want to just say thank you for all the support so far to both new viewers for tuning in, and also all my returning viewers and subscribers. Just want to say massive thanks to you. But anyway, let's get cracking. I feel like, I don't know why, but I just feel like this one wants to come out. What is this one? Oh, you deserve love. You are lovable. So again, looks to me, and that always reminds me of Cupid's arrow. So maybe for some of you, this is like a new love thing. But maybe there's a lot of people in this particular pile that are wondering whether they're going to embark on a relationship, have a relationship, or there's going to be new love coming in for them. And that's just for some of you. But anyway, what is about to unfold for pile number 2 in their love life? What is about to unfold for pile number 2 in their love life? What's the next chapter for them? Queen of Pentacles, Six of Swords. What is about to unfold for pile number 2 in their love life? Eight of Pentacles and Judgment. Okay. And what is at the bottom of the deck? The Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, I just feel that for many of you, it feels to me like you're going to be moving. You might already be in a settled situation with this card here, which is the overriding energy of just some, you know, like a relationship that is really, really well established. It's really happy. It's all the generations of the family together. It's complete commitment. So I feel like what's going to happen is that you are moving into a stage what's unfolding for you is commitment in love. I feel like there's two strong cards here around commitment, because the Queen of Pentacles is also a queen who is completely, you know, she's probably the queen that is the most kind of sort of stereotypically committed, in a committed kind of relationship sort of queen, really. She is part of the earth suit, so she is incredibly you know, a great nurturer. She's very loving, she's very caring, she's very family orientated. So I feel like if you're in a situation, for some of you, where you're wondering about whether you're going to commit, whether the commitment's coming, then I would definitely say it is coming for you, certainly. You know, there is a lot of luck here with the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like if you're with someone at the moment, they see you in a very attractive way, in a very alluring way. You know, you know, because both the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress is, you know, they are just very beautiful in the way that they look. They take very good care of themselves. They're very sensual. They're very, yeah, they just kind of very, 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 very attractive. So I feel like if you're single, then you're certainly attracting, with the luck card here, a lot of interest. You know, you are maybe waking up to the fact that you are very lovable, that you are very attractive. I feel like for some of you, that if you are single, there's something around going on a journey, or meeting someone maybe on a journey, or meeting someone overseas, or maybe there's an overseas connection coming towards you. Because basically, yeah, the journey is about taking a step forward, really. It can also mean about leaving something behind, leaving a situation behind. So maybe for some of you, with the Six of Swords, you might be leaving something behind to move into something better. So maybe if you've been single for a long time, it's been a bit difficult for you, there's been a few choppy situations, or a few choppy, you know, there's been choppy water, it hasn't been easy for you to be single. I feel like you're moving now into a situation in love where there's going to be commitment, where there's going to be a rising up, or certainly a situation that is going to help you to elevate. So if you're in a relationship where there hasn't been commitment, or you haven't wondered if it's going to move forward, or whether it's going to improve, or it's going to get better, it definitely is. And there might even be, you know, a major commitment here in terms of marriage or engagement or something like that, because the Empress is the archetypal mother figure. This is like a family commitment card. The Queen of Pentacles is both business savvy but also committed very much to family and, you know, being in a partnership or being with someone in a traditional kind of way. So I feel like there's a lot of references here to you moving to your love life, moving and elevating and being better. Either if you're in a situation already, or you, with all the fish here, you having lots of options and choices in your love life if you are single. Certainly a new beginning, a new start, but it might mean the ending of something in order to get there. Now, in terms of astrological signs here, with the Ten of Pentacles, that's Virgo energy. Queen of Pentacles could be any of the earth signs of Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Six of Swords here, that is Aquarius energy, and Eight of Pentacles is Virgo energy again. So there's quite a lot of earth energy again. So again, earth does talk about, you know, being stable, being solid, being secure. Yeah, so I feel like there's a lot of security coming in for you. Now, this might be a work connection in some way. So you might be thinking about somebody at work. For some of you that aren't in relationships, maybe you're thinking about a work crush or something. And what I would say is that work crush definitely likes you. They definitely want to be with you. There's definitely a sense of wanting to move the situation forward. Seeing you in a very attractive way. Working on maybe coming forward, or working on the situation to bring it into being, something like that. But definitely a lot of movement here for bringing commitment and, you know, solidifying a love situation for you, pile number 2. So let's see what else we've got for pile number 2. What else is unfolding for pile number 2. So what is unfolding for pile number 2 in their love life? What is about to unfold for pile number 2 in their love life? It's about to unfold for pile number 2 in their love life. The 4 of Cups is about to unfold. 3 of Swords. Oh, the 6 of Wands and the 10 of Swords. Okay, and what's at the bottom of the deck? The Star card. So yeah, so maybe, you know, with the 10 here and the endings and new beginnings, maybe for some of you, there's been a lot of unhappiness in your love life. There's been a lot of loss. There's been a lot of heartache with the 10 of Swords here. Maybe you've been in a situation where something has felt like it's, you know, got no hope, really. I feel like for some of you, maybe some of you have felt like your situation, your love situation, has had no hope or has got no hope, and you've gone through a lot of pain and a lot of heartache here. Certainly with the 4 of Cups here, there's a lot of kind of like fed up, unhappy energy, disappointment. But my sense is that is going to change, because the overriding energy here is the Star. So it could be for some of you that you are talking about a reconciliation in some way, for some of you here. And then maybe there needs to be an end of the old way and a new beginning, a new way of doing things, or a new way of doing things, because underneath the work card, which is working on something, we have victory. So maybe for some of you there is a rising up to a situation which has seemed dead or has seemed lost, or where there's been a lot of heartache, but it's going to reinvent itself, it's going to renew itself. There's going to be victory, there's going to be success, there's going to be recognition. So maybe somebody is finally, if you were with them before and they weren't recognising you, maybe they're recognising you, they're seeing you, they are realising that you are what they want. They want commitment with you now. Maybe they didn't appreciate you before, but my sense is that they want to move out of or move away from heartache, loss, separation, and into victory, into success, and that they basically want to rise up. Because interestingly, the Judgment card is like the 10 of Swords in a way, because when you are down, stabbed in the back, there's always hope from the 10 of Swords. That always happens. There's always, normally in the Rider-Waite, there's a little glimmer of hope here, a little kind of sunrise coming up here, and that is really what Judgment is, which is a rising up, a renewal. So my sense is that for some of you, that if you are looking for a renewal, on, you know, either renewal or renewed love in a better way, a more committed way, something that maybe you'd given up on or that you thought wasn't going to happen, I definitely feel that could be coming in for you. And with the Star card here, this is about hope, it's about healing. So what I would say is that for many of you, there is a sense of hope, a sense of healing for a renewal of something, a reconciliation maybe, but also, you know, for new love to come in, for a new beginning in some way, a journey here where you have to start it, it's got beginnings and it's got endings. So maybe it's the end of an old way and the starting of a new way, or the beginning for you of new love, of something new coming in for you. And I can't help feeling with this victory card that we've got somebody on horseback here, and I feel like in many ways this person is someone coming towards you, wanting success, wanting to be recognised, actually, because the 6 of Wands is about recognition. So maybe there's somebody from your past or somebody that's coming in for you, either in a reconciliation, renewed state, or in a new way, but wanting recognition. And it could be for some of you that if it's like a crush situation and it's a work situation, it could be somebody within the work situation wanting to come forward, wanting you to recognise them as more than just a work crush or more than just a work attraction. But what I would say is that, you know, some of you might have been through this loss, like I said, like this separation, this heartache, this feeling betrayed, this feeling stabbed in the back. You may have felt very disappointed and hopeless, but I feel like that is definitely changing with all these cards around. You are lovable, luck, the Empress. You know, you are moving into a much more abundant, happier, time, a more settled and committed time. So I would definitely say that that is coming in for you, certainly within the love situation. But anyway, let's have one of these cards. What does one of these cards say for pile number 2? So what is about to unfold for pile number 2? Love life. What is about to unfold? Ahead. Focus on what's in front. So maybe that's something about focusing on it. You know, don't dwell on what has gone before. Don't dwell on the past. Focus on what's in front of you. So if that's somebody coming back and you feel like you can trust them and they want renewal and they want reconciliation, then focus on going forward rather than looking on what has gone before. Also, you know, don't focus on this heartache, don't focus on this disappointment, don't focus on things that might not have worked out for you in the past. It's about looking forward and into the future now, because, you know, there's good things coming, I feel, definitely. Can you believe it? New beginnings, pile number 2. Again, looking forward to a new beginning. So there is definitely new beginnings coming in for you, one way or the other. Forgive. Now that's interesting about what I was just saying. So maybe there's a situation here where somebody might be coming in wanting reconciliation, wanting to begin with you again, but there's needing to be some forgiveness based on this 3 of Swords, this 10 of Cups, this 4 of Cups. The act of forgiveness releases tension. So maybe for some of you, you know, you are in separation from this person, or, you know, there's a question mark about reconciliation, renewal, and there's a need to forgive, to look forward, to not dwell on the past. If that's what you're comfortable with, if that's what you want. But let's have a look and see what we've got here. Have we got any more here? Let's see, one more message for pile number 2. And then what's about to unfold in their love life? Or finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. That might be something around, if it's because I do feel like for some of you this might be a bit of a crush situation within the work environment. So maybe that's been holding it back in some way. What else have we got? Or maybe there were some finances or issues in a relationship, if this is about a renewal of a relationship or reconciliation. Forgiving and learning. Again, another card around forgiveness. So as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So there's definitely a lot about forgiveness in this pile. Not dwelling on what has gone before, not allowing yourself, because that sometimes can be the 4 of Cups, where somebody's trying to offer you something again, but you're too focused on what, you know, you're not focused on that cup, that new cup coming into you. You're just not interested, really. You're too sort of, you know, you're looking the other way, really. So there could be something about that, you know, I mean, you know, if something has happened in this situation that has been hard to manage or to deal with, then yes, of course, that is, I'm not in any way kind of like saying that wasn't, that impact wasn't, you know, huge for you or big for you. But I think the tide seems to be turning, really. I think there's luck coming in for you. I think, you know, you know, that you can move forward in this situation. You can move forward in your love life. You know, I feel like either with somebody new or with renewed love here, that there's, you know, all the fates seem to be kind of working in your favour, if you like, for things to work out. That's why you've got the luck card here. And funnily enough, just saying that just makes me think of the Wheel of Fortune, which is card number 10, really. So yeah, so just to be aware of that. So yeah, I feel like there's definitely a really positive feel to the energy in your cards, and about there being a lot of abundance and a lot of commitment and a lot of wanting to move forward confidently in love. In terms of astrological signs here, we've got the 3 of Swords, and that is Libran energy. We've got the 6 of Wands, that's Leo. The 10 of Swords is Gemini energy. 4 of Cups, that is Capricorn energy. So that's some of the Star is Aquarius energy. But anyway, pile number 2, that's been your reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Other than that, I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hey, pile number 3, and welcome to your reading. So today's reading we're doing what is about to unfold in your love life. What's the next chapter? What's coming up for you? So just to be aware that it's a general reading. So take what resonates. It's timeless. It's good whenever you're finding it, and also it can it's a general topic, isn't it? It can cover wherever you are in whatever situation, whether you're sort of with someone, whether you're not with someone, so whether you're single, whether you're separated, whether you're not in contact. It covers a whole range. So we're looking today generally what's about to unfold in your love life. So you came into this reading under this lovely card which says gift. It's card number 17, which cancels down to 8. Let's put that there. I also pre-shuffled a couple of other oracle cards, and you also came in under the tiny little silver heart here. So let's put that there. So this card is influence. So that says influence with gift. Okay. And then we also have, this is my Aura-Soma inspiration deck. It relates to tarot, and this is actually the Knight of Cups. So I can't help thinking, because you've got 2 cups here, around, the Knight of Cups is about somebody making a romantic gesture, a romantic move towards you. You've got the gift card here, which is, usually has a very sort of positive card that relates to somebody wanting to come in and give you something. Again, maybe it's about you being open. It also talks about wanting us to be open to that support, being receptive to it. So I feel like with the influence card, maybe what's unfolding is that somebody wants to have an influence on you. They want to influence on you. They want to give you something. They want to have a positive influence. They want to have a romantic influence. They want to influence you in their favour. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. Yeah, so let's have a look and see what else we have got here. I might have one of these cards, actually. I feel like drawn to having one of these cards. So what is about to unfold? So if you're single, this is certainly looking good, because I feel like if somebody hasn't already, I certainly feel like somebody wants to come forward or is about to come forward in the next chapter of your love life, offering some kind of romantic gesture, making some kind of offer to you. But it could also be about, all sorts of situations. But anyway, let's see. Right. What is about to unfold in pile number 3's love life? Oh, separation. So this says separation is not the end. So maybe for some of you in this pile, you're in a state of separation and you are wondering about reconciliation. And what this is saying, and I think with some of the other cards, is that somebody might want to come back. There might be something about reconciliation here, or renewal in some way. I feel like this one wants to come out. Gratitude. A thank you goes a long way. So that might mean something to some of you. So I'm just going to put that there. Gratitude. Actually, I might move these right down so that we can see them. I'll move that one there and that one there. That's it. There we go. Okay, so let's see what else we've got. Let's see. Big thanks to all my subscribers. Just a quick big thanks to all my subscribers, all new viewers, people that are tuning into my readings. Thank you so much for like, share, subscribe. If you feel like you do want to subscribe, that would really help the channel out particularly, and hit the notification bell. So please do that if you feel inspired to. But anyway, so what is about to unfold for pile number 3 in their love life? Yeah, look, 2 of Cups, definitely. 3 of Swords. What is about to unfold for part number 3 in their love life? Ace of Pentacles and Knight of Wands. Okay, overriding energy. Now, the 9 of Swords. Now, the 9 of Swords came out in exactly this position in pile number 1. So if you feel drawn to pile number 1, you might want to take a look at it here. So I definitely feel there is a sense of somebody wanting to come forwards here, because we definitely have the Knight of Wands. Somebody who wants to come forward passionately. So somebody who wants to make an offer, because we have the Knight of Wands and we have the Knight of Cups. So this is somebody that feels very passionately towards you, feels very attracted to you, there's a real spark, but also with the Knight of Cups has romantic feelings towards you. Now it could be that this is for some of you somebody from the past, or somebody that you've already had a situation with, because the overriding energy is the Knight of Swords, which is worry, stress. You might be in separation from this person, there might be a split here, and you're wondering about whether you're going to get back together with them. And I would say that there is a strong feeling here that it's not the end of this situation, certainly. Now, if it's not that, or it's something whereby it hasn't quite got off the ground, but you know, you're kind of worrying and wondering about whether it will, I certainly feel that it will, but there has been definitely some sort of heartbreak here. There's definitely been some sort of heartbreak here. So either you've been in a situation with this person, a relationship with a person, or some sort of hookup, or something where if it's a crush or something like that, but something's happened, something's got in the way, it's caused some heartache, caused some loss, caused some upset overall in the situation. But I feel like somebody wants to come back with the Knight of Wands here and the Two of Cups. They see this relationship as very significant. It might be for some of you that you are inquiring, you know, maybe you like a friend, because the Two of Cups is very much based on a firm foundation of friendship. It's a lovely card of union, because twos, you know, is all about partnership, friendship, relationships, union, balance. But it's based on a relationship that has a firm foundation of friendship. So maybe this was a situation that was that you were involved with. Something happened to cause it to split, to break, for there to be a loss. But there is a feeling that you want to begin it again, or they want to begin it again, because we've got the Ace of Pentacles, which is new beginnings, tangible new beginnings in a passionate new way. So somebody is definitely wanting to come back, or if you're single, somebody, you know, you've got a couple of admirers here, because you've got the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups. You know, the Knight of Wands is passionate, they are energetic, they're vibrant, they are, I mean, they can sometimes be a little bit player energy, really. They're quite flirty, they want to come in, you know, they've got no problem coming in, taking what they want and then going again. But because you've got the Knight of Cups as well, it just makes me feel that if that's two aspects of the same person, then that is balanced out, because the Knight of Cups is about being more romantic, being softer, being more in touch with their feelings, you know, saying all the right things romantically, doing all the right things romantically. That's not as, you know, because the Knight of Wands on their own can be a little bit of a selfish, sometimes can be a little bit of a selfish energy here. But it could be for some of you that you've got two admirers, and they fit into those two roles, really, where someone here is a little bit more a taker, a bit more of a taker, but the other person is much more soft and romantic and trustworthy and kind of loyal, really. But either way, I think with the gift here, and it could be because you've got the gift and the Knight of Cups, that, you know, again, you've got that two suitors, two admirers, and that might be why there's a bit of stress going on, because you're thinking, oh, I don't, you know, maybe, you know, you're wondering, it's because it can be, you know, as nice as it is to get a lot of attention, it can cause a bit of stress, can't it? Because you're sort of having to make choices and decisions, really, and, you know, and maybe commit to one and not to the other. So for some of you, it could be, you know, if you're single, that you've got a couple of admirers, a couple of suitors, or you've got two different aspects to the same suitor, in which case that kind of balances itself out. Or it could be that you know, because we've got this separation card, I feel like for a lot of you that this is about a renewal, somebody wanting to come back in and renew it. And maybe there's some stress here because you're not sure about whether you can trust them, you're not sure about whether it would be the right decision for you. But I definitely feel that you have definitely got someone coming back, or someone coming in, possibly more than one person, offering you a relationship here. Now, in terms of astrological signs, with the Two of Cups, well, that is Cancer energy. Three of Swords, that is Libran energy. Ace of Pentacles could be any of the earth signs of Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Knight of Wands is could be any one of the fire signs of Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. And Nine of Swords, that is again Gemini energy. So yeah, so maybe with it, because sometimes with the influence card, you know, we can be influenced, can't we, in both good ways and bad ways. So maybe that's something as well that you need to be aware of. If there's this person around that you've been in before, particularly if they had more of the Knight of Wands kinds of traits, where they were just coming in and taking what they wanted and, you know, wanting just a good time and not being very committed, but feeling very attracted to you, feeling very drawn to you. Maybe it's about you thinking, well, I want them to be a bit more like the Knight of Cups really this time round. I want them to be a bit more caring. I want them to be a bit more loving. I want them to be a bit more demonstrative. And maybe that didn't happen before. And maybe what this sort of influence card is, making you kind of be aware of that, and to maybe to kind of show your influence in saying, well, actually, no, this time round I want it to be different. I don't want it to just be based on the physical. I don't want it just to be based on passion. I want more romance. I want more attachment in the situation. But anyway, let's have a look and see what else we've got here. What is, you know, about to unfold for part number 3 and their person? I feel like there's a lot of movement as well. A lot of, like, because we've got the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Cups. We've got this hand moving here. It just feels to me like there's a lot of somebody wants to moving quickly, really. Move in and influence you quickly. What is about to unfold for part number 3 in their love life? I feel like that one wants to come out. The Hierophant. Death. Okay, what's about to unfold for part number 3 in their love life? Temperance. Okay. And the 5 of Wands. And then it's the 5 of Pentacles. Right. So there's definitely a lot of, I definitely feel like you might not be sure. If somebody's coming back towards you, or you're sort of, if somebody's coming back towards you, which I feel that there is for some of you, wanting renewal or wanting, you know, I think you might be a bit closed off to it here, because we've got the 9 of Swords and we've got the 5 of Pentacles. The 5 of Pentacles does talk about, you know, being left out in the cold. So maybe for some of you as well, that currently it's a situation where you're in separation. Somebody feels very much out in the cold. Maybe the person that you're thinking of, or the person that's making these moves, feels very much out in the cold. Feels like you shut them out, really. Maybe you shut them out for good reason with the 3 of Swords here, so maybe there was some upset or what have you. That's the kind of like overriding energy of being stressed, being anxious, being out in the cold, not being open, being kind of closed off, emotionally closed off. But I think what's coming in for you, or what's about to unfold, is this sense of commitment. I think somebody wants to make an offer of commitment to you with the Hierophant here. Somebody wants to make an offer of commitment underneath the 2 of Cups. There needs to be change and transformation. So there's been this heartache, there's been this loss, there needs to be a new dawn. There might have been a lot of toxicity in the situation before. That might have been why we have the 3 of Swords. A lot of things that happened that weren't right, a lot of, maybe a lot of habits, a lot of, if we've got the Knight of Wands here, a lot of, like I say, yeah, a lot of toxicity, a lot of things that were done that weren't right, or that, you know, that hurt you a lot. But that needs to change and transform, because I think that what we are looking here as is balance, a new beginning, a balanced new beginning. I think whoever this is coming in, giving you the gift, somebody wants it to be a balanced new beginning. I feel like for a lot of you that you might be torn here between a decision about, you know, with the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands here, you might have two choices here, because I've just noticed there's quite a lot of 2s here. So we've got 2 crows here with the influence card. We've got 2 here. We've got 2 knights. So some of you might, just for some of you, you might be in a situation where you're being offered 2 different, there's 2 different offers going on here. And underneath the Knight of Wands, which is again is this kind of, if one of them is a bit more of a player energy than the other, or a little bit more selfish, or is not really offering commitment. So I feel like in this instance there's 2 choices that you've got, and one of them is clearly offering commitment, for some of you. It's clearly offering commitment based on friendship, based on building the situation up, based on showing real trust. Whereas another one that whereas for some of you there might be somebody else in the situation who's just coming in and very passionate, and there might be a real spark and a real attraction there, but it's much more challenging with the Five of Wands here. Much more of a challenge, burns a little bit more, or would burn a little bit more. So for some of you, you might be involved in this situation where you've got these two choices. For some of you, you might be questioning about somebody coming in, about whether you can trust them, because you're still caught up in maybe the past and what went on before and the stresses and the strains that happened there. But somebody does want to come back in and give commitment here, definitely. Somebody definitely wants to come back in and give commitment, offer something solid. Maybe somebody needs to come in and say, you know, show some gratitude for you, some gratitude for the relationship. Maybe there's some regret here, and I feel that they want to show some thanks, really. But I would say that certainly what's coming up, that there is an offer for you, but it's really about whether you want to be open to it, pile number 3. That's what I'm feeling here. But there's definitely someone here wanting to make, if it's two people that are coming in and giving you the offer, one of them is clearly more committed than the other one, is clearly more loyal, is clearly more interested in a long-term relationship, and the other one is clearly more interested in just you know, having a kind of passionate affair or a hookup, or, you know, coming in and getting what they want and then going again. So there's two sort of choices. And again, with this Temperance card, we see two conches that this woman is holding. So one of them, so maybe the stress is about you just, you know, being more focused on one rather than the other. Maybe someone looks a bit more shiny than the other one with the gift card, because this is a very shiny card. With the influence here, you know, you just need to be a bit aware. Somebody maybe looks like, you know, they're giving you something really nice and shiny, you know, but just to be aware of that. So it might look really nice, but it might not. There might not be much in that gift. That's all I'm saying. But if it's the two aspects, but if it's one person that's coming back, I feel like they are wanting to try and level out, wanting to try and balance out. They may have had this kind of selfish behaviour in the past, but I feel like they are trying to balance that out, being more emotionally connected, being more emotionally in touch, wanting to offer more commitment now. I think that could be going on for some of you, and it's about you, but it is about you maybe being open to that. And not thinking that separation is the end, really, because here it says separation is not the end. Okay, so I feel like in many ways it's in your hands, pile number 3 here, because I definitely don't think you're going to be short of offers coming towards you. In terms of, obviously the Hierophant is Taurus, Death is Capricorn energy, no sorry, not Capricorn energy, that's Scorpio energy. Temperance is Sagittarius energy, and the 5 of Wands is Leo energy. 5 of Pentacles is Taurus energy. So those are just some of the astrological signs. So let's see what else we've got. If we've got any other messages for part number 3. Any messages for part number 3? And what is about to unfold in their love life? Trust. Interestingly, this situation is calling for you to have faith. Yeah, with this 9 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles, I feel like you're really struggling to trust going forwards. And what this is saying is that you can trust, but trust the person, or trust, you know, this kind of whoever's showing you commitment and loyalty. Or if this person is, you know, it's two aspects of the same person, they need to be showing you that commitment and loyalty that I think they want to show you, that they want to give you now. But if you've got two choices, it's about trusting the person that is showing you in their action, not just their words, that they actually want to commit and be with you. Okay, what else have we got? New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So maybe this is about somebody new coming in. Somebody new, somebody with a Knight of... So like I said, two people coming in, two people wanting to offer you something. You know, who's stirred the romantic feelings in you, not just the kind of physical feelings. Children. Your love life is being affected by children. Some of you may have children. Maybe the stress is about you know, children being involved in the situation in some way, and you not wanting to, you know, because sometimes if you are, you know, just for some of you, but if you are a single parent and you're trying to, you know, you're trying to date or trying to have a relationship, then obviously, you know, if you've got kids, then you take them into consideration, don't you? Because obviously that new person eventually will be in their lives too. So it's, you know, it's important to weigh it all up and weigh how you think that might affect or impact them. Let's just have, I think I'm just going to have one more for pile number 3. This is the last one. So what is about to unfold in pile number 3's love life? What is about to unfold in pile number 3's love life? Transformation. Enter into the light from out of the darkness. So maybe there's something about this situation that is transforming, and that would go with the Death card. Somebody wanting to transform it, wanting to change and transform it, make it something different. Maybe if you're single, it's about to transform for you. You're about to be offered new love. Something new, something exciting is coming in. Maybe it's about you needing to trust new love coming in, getting yourself out. Maybe if you've been on your own a long time, or you've been single on your own a long time because you've been hurt in the past and you've closed yourself off. Maybe it's about you opening yourself up, transforming, changing, allowing new love to come in. But anyway, pile number 3, that's been your reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and I will see you in your next reading. Bye for now.